Om Sthapakaya cha dharmasya sarvadharmasvarupine avatara varishtaya Ramakrishnaya te namaha. Offering my Sastanga Pranam at the feet of Sri Ramakrishna, Mother Sharada Devi and Swami Vivekananda, I offer my namaskar to all of you. As usual, I will continue the contemplation on the meaning of Hanuman Chalisa. Last time, we took up the first aspect or the first verse, that is Jaya Hanumana Gnana Guna Sagara. In that, we almost took the whole session for the explanation of the word Jaya. So now we will go forward. Jaya Hanuman Gnana Guna Sagara. Now, while making a study on the life of Hanuman and also Ramayana, I came to know one special aspect of Hanuman, that is, what is the real name of Hanuman? Why did he get the name Hanuman? Because when you all know that story, when he was a small baby, he started flying to eat the sun, early morning sun, which was looking like a mango. He was hungry, so he wanted to eat that, so he started flying to eat that. So then he was hit by the thunderbolt of Indra on the face, and so his jaws became swollen. So the swollen jaws, Hanu means jaws, Manta means swollen, so Hanumanta. So if that is the case, then what was the real name of Hanuman before this incident happened? When we are born, opening the book that is called in South Africa, in India it is called the Janma Kundali. So the astrologers or the great priests will come and open the book and give the name according to the nakshatra and other things. So what was the original name given to Hanuman? So you know, in Ramayana there are so many chapters. The first one is Balakanda, childhood of Sri Ramachandra, and there will be so many other different chapters. One of them, which is very, very popular, and it is also told if anybody is having sorrow, despondency, depression, anxiety, if you read that chapter of the Ramayana, you can overcome worries, you can overcome depressions. So what is that Khanda? It's called Sundara Khanda. So what is the simple meaning of Sundara? Means beautiful. So beauty is used for generally in English for female. So handsome, pretty, you can use it for male. So what is that so pretty or handsome or beautiful in this Khanda? So now you can see Hanuman is now introduced to Ramachandra in Kishkinda. So after that, you will come to know Vanaras, that is our Sugriva sends all the Vanaras to different directions, and Hanuman went to south and went to meet Mother Sita. You should know that while she was kidnapped, that too she went, she had belief. Ravana had come in the form of a ascetic or a sannyasin to ask for alms. So she was innocent and she believed what she saw and went to give the alms, and she was kidnapped. So now she doesn't know where she was taken, and she was kept in Sri Lanka, and again she doesn't have any other contact. She also doesn't know whether anybody will come to help her, whether Sri Ramachandra knows about her. So even when it went to the extreme extent, when Ravana was ill-treating and forcing her and always threatening and frightening her. If you don't agree to marry me, then I'm going to tell these demons to eat you. That is, the Rakshasas or the Asuras were cannibals. So eat you up. So all that Rakshasis or the demonesses who were there, they were threatening her. So after she got fed up with all these things, she even tried to commit suicide, to hang herself to the tree under which she was there. So in that depression, it was Hanuman who came and gave that good news that Ramachandra is coming. So she was so happy. Hanuman brought that news and it made her so happy. So it brought that beauty to the life again to Mother Sita. And he came to Sri Lanka, was told to be, some of the poets describe Sri Lanka as Sundaranagari. It was very, very beautiful, fine city. So just like people call Singapore a fine city because there is no dust, it's so clean, neat and clean. One of our Swamijis, his name was Jagatmamanandaji Maharaj. He is no more. So he was the head of Panampet Center in India, near Mysore. But before coming there, he was the head of Singapore Center. When he came back, we told Swamiji, they tell Singapore is such a beautiful city, so much of good gardens, and it's so neat and clean. What do you think about it? He told, Singapore is a very fine city. Then we asked, how is that, Swamiji? Then he told, you do even the smallest of mistake there, they will fine you heavily. So it is a fine city. You will get a lot of fine there. So now, Sundara is so beautiful. Sri Lanka was the most beautiful city at that time. So Kubera built it. One of the male gods in Hinduism. He was a king of the Gandharvas who even lends money to other gods for interest. So you pray to Lord Venkataramana or Srinivasa during Purtasi or whatever Nama, during the thing. You know that story, Tirupati. Lord Srinivasa came down to the earth and he built up this Tirupati. At the time when he was about to marry that avatar of Lakshmi who was there as a human being now, so he didn't have money for the marriage. So he took loan from Kubera. Even the Lord had to take loan from, so Kubera is a very rich person. So now he had built this Sri Lanka. So it was very beautiful and very rich. So later on, Ravana, out of his bad will, he was some sort of a brother, cousin brother, just like Ravana's father was the same, a rishi. So he had 2 or 3 wives. So one of the wife was Kaikasi, who was a demoness. So now from this rishi Brahmana, from this demoness, the son was our Ravana, Vibhishana, Kumbhakarna and these people. From another woman who was good, so the son was Kubera, who was one of the demigods. So now, because he had that physical and other powers, he could overcome and defeated him and chased him away, his own brother, from Lanka, and he became the king. So it was a very beautiful city, beautiful island. Even now, Sri Lanka is very famous for tourism. That is the basis on which Sri Lanka survives, because of good tourism there. So it's very beautiful. Last year I had been there to see the places connected with Ramayana and saw most of the places there and came back. So now she was arrested and kept in that beautiful Sundara Lanka, and the good news was brought by Hanuman to the most beautiful lady, that is Sundara Stri Sita, of the news of the most beautiful God, that is our handsome God, Sundara Rama, by whom? By Hanuman, whose real name was Sundara. The first name given to Hanuman is Sundara. That is the reason why that chapter's name itself is Sundara Khanda. So now we have got a beautiful thing that Hanuman's name, that was before his jaws got swollen. He was a very handsome, the baby, you can tell, beautiful baby. After his face was hit by the thunderbolt or the weapon of Indra and it got swollen, so his face got disfigured. So now, later on, he was called Hanumanta because he was the son of Anjana Devi. He got the name Anjaneya or Anjani Putra, Vayuputra, Pavanasuta, Maruti, all that thing you know. But the real name, original name of Hanuman was Sundara, and Sundara Kanda comes from that. Now, before going to the another aspect, first we took up Jaya. Now we talked about little about Hanuman. Now Gnana also we talked about in the last class. Last session I took over about the sayings of Vivekananda about lot of knowledge. He had so much of knowledge. Now the next aspect which we want to deal is here Guna. So before getting into that Guna, what is this Guna? Good nature, character. So all this is called, totally you can sum up as Guna. So to make that aspect of Guna clear, so I will take you through one beautiful story of Lord Buddha. What is that beautiful story that of Buddha about depicting about what you can get a clear idea of what this Guna is. Once a very poor man came to Buddha. He asked, now I am taking this, all of us, every one of you and me have lot of guna, talents, good character, good nature, everything, because we are all Atma Swarupa. God is present in us. But because of our selfishness, we don't manifest it. That's why we are all poor in nature. Why are we poor? Not because we don't have money, we don't have other things, wealth, no. Why are we poor? We'll see it here. Once a very poor man, he was almost a beggar, came to Buddha. He asked Lord Buddha, why am I so poor? Lord Buddha answered, you are poor because you don't practice generosity. It is contrasting. I'm so poor, I'm like a beggar. How can I practice generosity? Why is Buddha, who is revered to be like a avatara, he's telling me like this, that you are poor because you don't practice generosity. You should know this. This is a very good true lesson given by Lord Buddha to all of us. I always tell everything because we can bring that into our life. That's very important. And the next line told by Lord Buddha was, first he told, you are very poor because you don't practice generosity. Then you don't practice charity. How can I practice charity? How can I be generous? Now it was the turn of the beggar to ask Buddha, but how can I practice charity if I don't have anything to give anybody? Then Lord Buddha told him, who told you don't have anything? You have 5 very important treasures in you. First, you have your face. Okay, everybody has a face. Has God done any partiality in giving a face to you? Everybody has a nose, 2 ears, eyes, mouth, everything as it is. Everybody is having. So you have a face. That is the first treasure. You can share your smiles with others. It's free. Go and watch your faces in the mirror when you are going out. Oof. Swami Swatmaramanandaji used to call popo face. So always that demeanor with, what do you call, that harshness you can see. No smile at all. Whatever may be the intensity of makeup you may put to your face, until you have a smile on it, you cannot make it look good. So first you have your face, you can share your smile with others, said Buddha, and it is free of cost and awesome and has an amazing impact on others. Second, you have your eyes. You can look at others with eyes full of love and affection and care. Genuinely, you can impact thousands with that. Make them feel so good. Thirdly, you have your mouth. With this mouth, you can say nice things to others, talk good to others, make them feel valued. Do not speak harsh words. Don't raise your voice. Be soft. Spread joy and positivity. Then Lord Buddha told, you have a heart. With your loving heart, you can wish happiness to others. Make others feel a bundle of emotions. Touch their lives. Then Lord Buddha told, the last treasure that you possess is your body. With this body, you can do many good things to others, to the country, to the society, to your family. Help others who need. Help is not only money and wealth. Help is not only money. A small caring gesture can light up lives. Are we poor by this standard? Now, Lord Buddha has made us aware of how much treasures we have. God has given us even by our birth, every one of us. The only thing is, all these beautiful things will become guna, into talents, into character, when we start using it for the welfare of others. Otherwise, we are all poor, not only in wealth and money, even in our guna. So that's why here, though Hanuman was a Vanara, and he had so many problems, his face has been disfigured, even in the childhood, and even he had got the curse that he should forget all the boons he has got until somebody reminds him in his childhood itself. So he had forgot all his great talents. In spite of that, he could achieve. He went up to such an extent. He used all his talent for the work of the Lord, Sri Ramachandra, for others. Before that, he was helping Sugriva and everybody. That was his great nature. So, guna, all of you have that talent and wonderful thing, the treasure in you. When you put it to use to others, then that becomes guna. So that is gnana, guna sagar. Not only knowledge, he has converted all the knowledge he gained to help others, to the work of Lord. That's why it is becoming guna. Not only ordinarily, sagar is a repository of virtues. That is the speciality of Hanuman. Now we will go on to see some of the aspects of Hanuman's guna. Hanuman has knowledge, wisdom with virtues, qualities in abundance, not only for a short time, but always. We shall also develop both wisdom. We get lot of degrees and master degrees, we get lot of position in our life, but if we use it only for our selfish motives, to gain only joy and pleasure for yourself, then you can't be called as guna, no talent, no character. So we have to develop both wisdom, virtue side by side. When Hanuman, let us see some of the beautiful aspects of Hanuman's guna. When Hanuman meets Rama and Lakshmana for the first time near Pampa Sarovara in Kishkinda, observing him speak, that talk, the way he talked, behavior, body language, humility, Sri Ramachandra and both Lakshmana were so impressed by the behavior. Now, Lord Ramachandra is telling his younger brother, that is Lakshmana. Now, by the words he had uttered, we can see that this person is well versed in the study of Vedas. Is expert in Vedas, grammar. Lord Hanuman is called in Ramayana as Nava Vyakarana Pandita. Pandita means expert scholar. Vyakarana is grammar. Nava means nine. 9 different type of Vyakarana grammar he had mastered. So Panini grammar is one which we know. But there are so many schools of grammar in Sanskrit. So he was well versed and expert in 9 different type of grammars of Sanskrit language and Vedas. So he was expert. So how can you call such an expert who can speak so very well as a monkey? Can monkeys have expertise in grammar? Can they speak well? So we should be very careful when you call Hanuman as monkey god. Never mention that. I will go to some of the details, I think, in the next other things, because we are concentrating on this guna. Let me not deviate from this. I'm just explaining about this guna in Hanuman Chalisa. Gnana Guna Sagara, repository, the treasure that of guna. So many beautiful talents and natures combined together for the welfare of others and the service of God. That is Hanuman. So, humility with that and using for the Lord's purpose. Rama is telling, so none other than the avatara, the Purna avatara of Vishnu. Ramachandra is telling his brother, who is the avatar of Adishesha, he is telling him that by his speech I can understand he is well versed in the study of Vedas, grammar. To whomsoever this person, Hanuman, he becomes a minister or an ambassador, that king will always be successful. Because of this wonderful quality of Hanuman, if he becomes, he was already the minister or the advisor of Sugriva. So anybody for that sake, any king, will become always successful in the foreign affairs. Ramachandra then tells, Hanuman's speech is so sweet and well thought of. That is the difference between us and Hanuman. We just go on babbling. That's why I call, many people also call in English as chatterbox. Just go on telling buck, 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 blah, 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 blah. That's all. We don't think at all. Just go on speaking. But here Ramachandra is telling that Hanuman's speech is so sweet and well thought of. Even see these words of Sri Ramachandra, the praise of Ramachandra about Hanuman. That's why I'm telling you, Gnana Gunasagar. The gunas, the talents are like ocean. So even an enemy who has raised his sword to kill in anger, the moment he hears the soft and wonderful, beautiful word of Hanuman, will be pleased to such an extent that he wants to develop his friendship by hearing Hanuman. He will, the raised sword to kill the enemy will come down the moment he hears that sweet words of Hanuman. These are the words of Ramachandra. With real knowledge, we should get sweet nature and behavior. Now, there is in our Sanskrit literature telling, if somebody masters Samaveda, you know there are 4 Vedas, Rig Veda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, Atharvana Veda. So if somebody masters Samaveda, then what happens? What does he get? His speech will be soothing like music or very melodious. So he was expert in all the Vedas. So naturally, you will get that nature. If a person masters Atharvana Veda, of the 4 Vedas, Atharvana Veda is the last one, Atharvana Veda, then the person will be very humble in his nature. If a person is well versed in Yajurveda, there will be lavishness in their vocabulary. If one masters Rig Veda, then he will not be wanting for memory. So expertise in Vedas will have great eloquency. So now you can see he is expert in grammar. His words are so sweet and so soothing. And he has mastered all the Vedas. So Gnana, knowledge, Guna, Sagar. But if you have parrot-like words and knowledge and phrases and repeat them for just to the listeners for pleasing them and getting some selfish ends, then that will not work out. So Hanuman was not like that. Whatever, you have to digest that knowledge. Then only it becomes guna. Until you internalize the knowledge you have learned, it doesn't become guna. Just like there is science and technology. Science is, you gain lot of knowledge by so many scientists who are giving you so many things, they do research and get it. But until unless you convert that knowledge into technology. What is technology? The knowledge of science which the scientists have revealed that will be made useful for the humanity, then it becomes technology. So that is guna. That you can see. Simply having knowledge will not do. You should digest it and put it to use. What you have learned, then if you speak, it will make great impact on people. Now, you can also see that nature in Swami Vivekananda. Because of that knowledge, internalization of all that knowledge and wisdom and realization and using all his talents, he could have used, Swami Vivekananda could have become a great millionaire or a very popular person, or even if he had come individually, Ramakrishna himself had told that if he had come individually and done his work, he could have created 5 or 6 sects like Buddhism. He had that so much of capacity. But he never used it for his own personal gain. He used it for the service of humanity and to serve Sri Ramakrishna. So you can see that nature when he just told that, just a phrase. It was used by many people earlier. In the Parliament of Religions, many speakers earlier to that had used Sisters and Brothers of America. But when Swami Vivekananda told the same phrase, Sisters and Brothers of America, there was standing ovation by the 7,000 audience for 2 minutes. How could that impress? So the knowledge had become guna sagara. So, which is, he meant those words. Whatever the thought and words are coming together. When what you mean and what you tell and what you do, if they come together, that is what Master used to always tell. That you could see in Hanuman. When Hanuman went to Surya Bhagavan, I had told that incident, to get knowledge of the Vedas and other form of education, Lord Surya, all the other gods and goddesses gave him so many boons. Now, it was of Lord Surya. Can he give the same thing? So he told, yes, he can give education to him. But the problem is, he told, I should be always on the move. I can't stay at one place. I have to be always moving to do my work. Now comes the problem. When I went to Dundee, there we have in the children's group about 15 students, very intelligent and very curious children. So when I go there, the parents bring all that 15 or 16 children. They all come, they sit for the tea or the food and they have so many questions. The parents cannot answer. Then they bring, Swamiji, only you can answer them, please answer them. One of the girl there asked me, now the mother was in trouble when that question was asked to her, telling about Hanuman or Hanuman Chalisa, that Hanuman got the education by Surya Bhagavan. So while Surya Bhagavan told that I can't teach you because I have to be flying always, I should go around the earth, and so how can I teach you? Then Hanuman told, I can fly, so I will fly backwards. You will be going around the earth and you can teach me. Then what was the question of that girl to the mother? Then she told, Mother, you are telling that Hanuman or Surya is going around the world, that the story is telling. Now, reality, it is not Surya going around the earth. It is the earth which is going around Surya. Then it is a wrong fact. So then the stories and our religion false? was the question of that small child to the mother. What will the mother answer? She was confused. If you scold her, then she may get hatred toward the religion or God. If you just give some answer, that will not, you should be logical. Then they bought, no, what shall I answer? Then I told her, my dear child, who told you that Surya doesn't move? Surya also has its own rotation and revolution. It is not which is told in the Puranas or in the our scriptures, but according to science too, Surya has its own. Everything in this earth, in this universe, it moves. It has its own movement, rotation and revolution. Even the galaxies, they move. Everything moves. Even the smallest atoms, they have movement of their own. Everything, electrons move. Everything is moving. Nothing, everything is in a state of flux. So likewise, even the stars have their movement, rotation and revolution. Like that, sun also has its elliptical orbit. So when told logically and scientifically, that girl was convinced. So now Surya is going there in his orbit. Then, the funny thing, Surya says his classroom is full now. His chariot, in his chariot had 6 million sages who were sitting there to get the knowledge from Surya Bhagavan. Even one of the Vedas, now Krishna Yajurveda, Shukla Yajurveda. The Shukla Yajurveda is given by Surya Bhagavan to one of the rishis. So it is there in the Vedas, Lord Surya giving that knowledge. So likewise now, there were 6 million sages who were learning from Surya sitting in his chariot. So there is no vacancy, no seat for your child Hanuman to get into the classroom. It's very difficult to enter. So Hanuman is telling, he is so intelligent, he gave a solution to that. I don't need any seat in your chariot. I will be flying backwards. So in front of your chariot, you can go on giving me the knowledge like you are giving to the 6 million sages. I too will get the knowledge from you. So I told you about that incident of Dandi. So at the end of his education, generally it's our tradition in Hinduism, you can't charge, you cannot sell knowledge because it is Mother Saraswati. You cannot sell knowledge. So the teachers in Hinduism, in Sanatana Dharma, couldn't charge knowledge. The Western system, I don't comment or criticize anything. I'm just telling about our system, Sanatana Dharma. Doctors cannot sell their talent. You cannot sell water. You cannot sell food. It has to be given free of cost to the people. These are the restrictions there, the do's and don'ts in Hinduism. Even milk and buttermilk couldn't be sold. It is to be given. So that was the society in India. So knowledge couldn't be sold. But at the end of the tenure, because the whole Gurukula, the teacher, has to be dependent upon the society, so whatever little Guru Dakshina they could offer, if they are very poor, they could give even a little milk or curds or little rice, or if he's a farmer, he can give some grains. No restriction that you have to give this much or that much. Whatever they like, they could give as Guru Dakshina. That's all. Otherwise, it cannot be charged. Now, it is compulsory. Something you should give back in gratitude. So Hanuman, what will he give? So when he asked Lord Surya Bhagavan, what shall I give you as Dakshina? Then Lord Surya told, now his Amsha, just like Vayu, Amsha, our Hanuman was born. From Indra's Amsha, Vali was born. From Surya's Amsha, Sugriva was born. So Sugriva, the Vali's brother. So please, as my Guru Dakshina, you should be always guiding him and helping him. That is the Guru Dakshina you can give me. So in spite of Hanuman being highly talented, even more energetic and strong than Vali and Sugriva, because of that Guru Dakshina, to keep up the word of his Guru, And you can see that humility. Will anybody who is more talented, more rich in talents and knowledge and everything, work under somebody who is incapable? No. It may be for a short time, but it will never be. But Hanuman did that. Why? You can see that guna, quality, humility, and also Guru Vakya Paripalana. So to keep up the word of the Guru, just to please his Guru, he was the minister of Sugriva all through, even though he was more stronger, more intelligent, capable, talented than Sugriva. So another one talent I will tell about Hanuman and close my talk for today. Before that, I will also tell one more thing. What is that? In one of the verses, Hanuman is called Buddhimatam Varishtam. Superlative degree. Varishtam means the best, superior intelligence. So that was, Hanuman is called as Buddhimatam Varishtam. Now, as I told you earlier, he was Sugrivadasa. Then, now he becomes Ramadasa. Before that, he becomes Ramaduta. All these words are there in Hanuman Chalisa. When that come, Ramaduta, then I will take up and tell about that in more details. Now, I'll take you through one incident to show his guna, special quality. What is that? Woman, the respect towards woman. Now, when Hanuman tried to enter Lanka, after flying from India, go in search of Mother Sita, he tries to enter the city of Lanka. He precautiously enters during the wee hours of the night, thinking that he can go unnoticed. However, Hanuman was proved wrong. As he tries to enter inside, he had the special talent. What is that? Anima, Lagima, Garima, all that Ashtasiddhi, Navanidhike Data. He had the talent. He could grow in size to whichever size he could. He could become more heavy. He could become lighter. And as light as possible, he can become as small as possible. Anima. Anima means just like an atom. So now he took the very small form and tried to sneak in through the gate and enter Lanka, the door. But you know, any country, if you have to go, there will be immigration officer. So there was one immigration officer, a lady immigration officer standing there, highly talented, highly strong. Who was that immigration officer standing there? Lankini. A demoness, Lankini, was there standing. So whatever cautiously he wanted to enter through the gap in the compound wall, Lankini, the deity that protects the city of Lanka as per the instruction of King Ravana, quickly noticed him. She is protecting the city on all the four sides, preventing any intruders to get in. As Lankini stops Hanuman, she was having a huge form of a demoness. Hanuman thinks of how to escape from her and enter inside. Now Lankini asks Hanuman of his whereabouts, but Hanuman is careful not to reveal where he has come from, why has he come from. There is a big argument that is brewing on between Lankini and Hanuman, as Hanuman says that he is just a wayside traveler and a tourist who likes to visit many places in Lanka. I have heard that Lanka is very beautiful. Lankini was not convinced with Hanuman's answer. She demands that he defeats her if he can, and then only after fighting she can enter. Otherwise, I am not going to allow you to enter. Hanuman still tries to convince her calmly and says, see, Hanuman is very strong. He can easily defeat her, but he doesn't do that. There you can see his special quality. What is he doing? Hanuman thus says to Lankini, oh woman, I have heard that this city has beautiful forts, building and forests. I have heard that this Lanka is full of natural scenic beauty. I am so eager to enjoy all this, and hence I have come here. Moreover, if someone appreciates that your city is very good, you need to acknowledge it rather than fighting with that person. Then as Hanuman keeps talking on and on, Lankini is losing her patience. Hanuman exactly, now you can see the talent of Hanuman. Psychologically he is tackling her. Hanuman exactly wants that to happen. He is trying to make her angrier by the moment. The strategy here is that if the opponent gets way too angry, he or she loses composure, and hence it becomes very easy to defeat them. Now you should notice this. If you lose your composure, if you lose your temper, become angry, then it is easy to put you down. That is psychologically proved. Now Hanuman is using that talent, that guna. easy to defeat her. This is a very important lesson for modern day people. Here is an illustration to prove that if we lose our cool, it could be extremely easy for the opposition to capture our weakness. This is exactly happening in this Hanuman Lankini episode as well. Hanuman never loses his calm, but the opponent does. Hanuman captures the right moment. Let us see how he does. Getting furious, Lankini replies back, "Hey monkey Vanara, don't you understand that what I am saying? You cannot enter this city without defeating me." Hanuman still keeps himself calm and replies, "Oh, is it? If that is the case, then I have to defeat you and enter inside. What else can I do? Anyway, I have come so long and I can't go back without entering Lanka. So if you are an obstacle to my entry, I shall very well defeat you and proceed." Hanuman says the above but softly and calmly. This is much more irritating Lankini now even more. As Lankini reiterates her stand with more fury, Hanuman makes her even more furious. He says further, "Oh Lankini, you stay here only. I'll go inside, have a glance and come out within minutes. I assure you of it. Please give me one chance." Lankini is now on top of her fury. She replies, "I'm not giving you even one chance. Get out of this place immediately." Now when this goes to the crescendo, now what does Hanuman do? Saying this, she comes towards Hanuman and gives him a blow with her fists. Now both of them realize that there is no use arguing further. Hanuman now wants to teach Lankini a lesson. He grows in size. I told you he had that siddhi. One of the siddhis is he could grow in size as big as whatever he wanted. At the same time, he had the power, he could grow even to the size of an atom. So now he grows in size quickly and gives her one strong blow on her face with his left hand, with his fist. As Hanuman is a saintly person, he knows the dharma. What is in the Dharma Shastra? That hitting women with his strong fist, the right, because if they are the right-handers, then you will have a lot of strength in the right hand. He was a right-hander, so in the right fist is not allowed to hit a woman. So he hits her with his left fist, that too very softly. Even that soft hit on her face, unable to bear the pain of Hanuman's blow, Lankini falls on the ground. She was stunned that she stood defeated with just one blow from this monkey. She couldn't believe that was happening. What was happening? Hanuman says to Lankini now, "O woman, O demoness, I leave you with this one single blow. I do not want to hurt you further. I don't want to kill you." Lankini is now in fear of Hanuman's strength and asks back, "Why don't you want to kill me, O monkey? I stand defeated." Hanuman replied back, "Because you are a woman. My dharma is not to kill a woman, however bad they are. Hence, I am leaving you with this one soft blow itself. You would have experienced hell in this blow itself, isn't it?" Lankini now replies, "Oh Hanuman, I have already experienced hell with this just one small blow. You needn't kill me further. Now I am never going to stop you from entering Lanka. You are free to go and do whatever you want." Lankini continues further, "Oh Hanuman, now I remember Lord Brahma's boon, which he had given me long back. He had said that when a Vanara comes and defeats me, from that day onwards, there is going to be a huge threat to Lanka and the demons in Sri Lanka. Oh Hanuman, I know for what reason you have come here. Please go inside Lanka and search for Sita. I can foresee that Ravana is going to die because of his unwanted desire on Sita. Please go and re-establish dharma in this world." See, few of the gunas I am telling about Hanuman. Gnana Gunasagara, respect to women, even at the worst of the situation, to keep his calm, and how to tackle the enemies. Everything you can see the talent, Gunasagara. So we'll take up some more beautiful qualities and all that things of Hanuman. And today also we came to know the real name of Hanuman, that is Sundara. That's why the name Sundara Kanda. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.